Imagine a 15-year-old hockey player who is already drawing comparisons to some of the best players in the sport and who scores goals that appear to defy the laws of physics. You haven't seen anything until you've watched Connor Bedard, a teenage hockey prodigy who has established a reputation for himself by scoring some of the most insane goals you'll ever see. Hey there sports fans, good to see you. The topic of our video today will be Connor Bedard, one of hockey's most intriguing young talents. Even though he is only 17 years old, Bedard has established himself as one of the game's most skilled and intriguing players, and today we're going to be taking a closer look at some of his most insane goals. To begin with, let's briefly discuss Connor Bedard's background and his current position before moving on to the highlights. Bedard, who was born in 2005 in North Vancouver, British Columbia, spent his entire childhood playing hockey. Although he was just 10 years old, he started competing at a high level after swiftly demonstrating his exceptional talent on the ice. He began competing in one of North America's best junior leagues, the Western Hockey League, by the age of 14 and was already a senior player. But Bedard recently cemented his reputation in the 2020 to 2021 season. He was given exceptional player status even though he was only 15 years old, which allowed him to join the WHL as a full-time player 1 year sooner than he would have otherwise been permitted to. And he took full advantage of it, scoring an amazing 28 goals and dishing out 36 assists in just 15 games. Without further ado, let's look at a few of Bedard's craziest goals. The spinorama technique is most likely familiar to hockey fans. Several of the best players to ever play the game, like Wayne Gretzky and Mario Lemieux, have used this timeless technique. Bedard already knows how to do it. Bedard picked up the puck in the corner during a match against Brandon Wheat Kings, and then he began advancing on the goal. The defender was left behind as he turned around with the puck on his stick and quickly blasted past the goalie. The maneuver demonstrated Bedard's superb ice balance and control, as well as his capacity to generate scoring opportunities out of thin air. Bedard's capacity to win games with his speed is another quality that sets him apart from other players of his age. He can easily get past opponents and set up goals on his own because of his quick first step and strong acceleration. Bedard stole the puck from his own end and then maneuvered through the entire opposing team, dodging defenders to his left and right before shooting the puck past the keeper during a game against Moose Jaw Warriors. Hockey fans will undoubtedly remember this goal for years to come, since it demonstrated how deadly Bedard can be when allowed room to work with. The fact that Bedard can score goals from practically any angle is one of the things that makes him such a menace on the rink. Even in a tight situation, he can release the puck from his stick fast and precisely thanks to his quick release and excellent hands. Bedard received a ball in front of the net as a defender was directly in front of him during a match against Brandon Wheat Kings. He immediately turned around and unleashed a backhand shot that knocked the goaltender off balance rather than attempting to spin and shoot with his forehand. Bedard's amazing elegance and talent were on full display in the goal, which will undoubtedly be studied by future players hoping to enhance their own backhand shots. The between-the-legs shot has recently been one of the most common maneuvers used by NHL players. It includes flicking the puck between your own legs and shooting it on goal swiftly, thus it calls for a high level of ability and confidence, and Bedard has already demonstrated his ability to pull it off. Bedard received the ball in front of the goal against the Swift Current Broncos with the defender immediately behind him. He quickly launched a shot past the goalie after flipping the puck between his legs without wasting a beat. Bedard's goal left the audience and his teammates in shock, and the defender had no idea what hit him. Bedard's skill at picking corners with one of his shots is one of his most amazing aspects. He can reach the smallest spaces in the net with amazing precision because of his rapid release and excellent accuracy. Bedard quickly hoisted a shot over the goalie's shoulder and into the top corner of the goal against the Edmonton Oil Kings after receiving a pass in the slot. Bedard's amazing technique and ability to read the play were on full display in that goal, which will undoubtedly be repeated numerous times. In order to score a great goal in hockey, you occasionally have to think outside the box. And Bedard really carried out the same action during a game against the Prince Albert Raiders. Bedard rapidly swatted the puck towards the goal with one hand as the defender was directly on him and the puck was on his stick. The maneuver caught the goalie off guard and the puck managed to find its way into the goal. It was a goal that demonstrated Bedard's exceptional hand-eye coordination and even capacity for unusual scoring. Even though the wraparound goal has been used in hockey for many years, it still manages to be spectacular when done well. And Bedard did precisely what in a game against the Brandon Wheat Kings, Bedard swiftly swung around to the opposite side while holding the puck behind the net, beating the defender to the post. He then caught the goalie off guard by wrapping the puck around the net and into the open side, netting a stunning goal. It was a move that demonstrated Bedard's extraordinary speed and agility, and young players trying to develop their own wraparound abilities will undoubtedly study it. When a player receives the puck all by themselves in front of the goalkeeper and has a chance to score, it is one of the most thrilling moments in hockey, and Bedard has already proven that he's one of the game's most dangerous breakaway players. Bedard grabbed the puck at center ice during a game against the Moose Jaw Warriors, then quickly advanced all by himself on the goalie. Bedard outwitted the goalie with a first switch to his forehand and netted a stunning goal. That was a move that displayed Bedard's remarkable speed and ability, and it's one that's destined to be replayed for years to come. Creating scoring opportunities for his teammates is another quality that makes Bedard such an important player. He can set up his line mates for goals because of his excellent passing vision and talents, but Bedard is also capable of completing plays on his own, as he has demonstrated against the Regina Pats. With his team on the power play, Bedard positioned himself in front of the net and then tipped in a shot from the point, diverting the ball past the goaltender and into the back of the net. Bedard scored a goal that showed off his superb hand-eye coordination and play-reading skills, and he is sure to please both his coaches and teammates. Connor Bedard is a very gifted young player whose skill set elicits parallels to some of the all-time greats. He's already scored some of the craziest goals you'll ever see in a hockey game, combining his speed, agility, and hockey acumen to set up scoring opportunities that most players could only hope for. And what's even scarier is that he's only getting started. So if you're a hockey fan, keep an eye on Connor Bedard because he's a player who is certain to continue garnering media attention for years to come. It's obvious that the sky is the limit for this little prodigy as he continues to grow and refine his abilities. Hockey fans should keep an eye on Bedard because of his spectacular one-handed goal and lightning quick breakaway. Every time he gets onto the ice, his talent, tenacity and devotion to the sport are obvious, and it is obvious that he has a promising career ahead of him. But Bedard works hard and is continuously looking for ways to get better, so his success isn't merely the result of his inherent gift. He constantly strives to improve, whether it be through game, film analysis or skating drills. His commitment to putting in the effort and going the extra mile to be the greatest distinguishes him from other young athletes. So, if you're a fan of hockey, be sure to keep an eye on Connor Bedard. He has established himself as one of the most fascinating young players in the league, and there is no doubt that he will continue to astound and impress us with extraordinary abilities and skills in the years to come. We appreciate you tuning in to learn about Connor Bedard and his craziest goals. Please subscribe if you want to see more hockey material, and give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Which of Bedard's goals was your favourite? Let us know in the comments.